Good morning, everybody. Today's lesson is going to continue our discussion on containers and packaging. So yesterday we learned some new words about what our food comes in, right? And here we have more pictures and more words to talk about containers and packaging. Let's look at the first word. Bottles. We know what are bottles, right? These are bottles. So we can have, for example, a bottle of ketchup, bottle of water, bottle of pop, right? So these are all different bottles. Number two, we have jars. Yesterday we learned about jars as well. So here we have a jar of mayonnaise, a jar of jam, a jar of mustard, okay? Then we have number three, cans. We know, for example, can of tuna, can of beans, can of tomatoes. Number four, cartons. Okay, so yesterday we talked about, we mentioned something about eggs. Eggs come in a carton, okay? So we say a carton of eggs, a carton of milk, right? Containers. This is what you will get, for example, yogurt or margarine. We say they are in a container of yogurt, container of margarine. Boxes, number six. This is a box of rice, I think, and this is a box of cookies as well. So sometimes cookies come in packages, sometimes in boxes. Or no, I think this is crackers, box of crackers. Okay, number seven, bags. That's pretty easy. We know this is a bag of potato chips, a bag of sugar. I don't know what this is. Or maybe that's a bag of flour. Can't understand what this one is, but it's also a bag. Number eight, packages. We also did this yesterday. He says a package of cookies. These are cookies. A package of candy, I think. And I don't know what that is, package of Twinkies or something. Next, we have a six-pack. Six-pack is when you have, for example, any beverage, something you drink, in a pack of six. So we call it a six-pack. Six-pack, right? So this is water, it says pop. Okay, number 10. So yesterday we also learned about this. These are called loaves. Loaves. If you see the word, loaves. But that's for more than one, okay? If we want to talk about only one, we say loaf with F, L-O-A-F, okay? This is a loaf of bread. But together, these are loaves of bread. 11, rolls. Rolls, we get roll of toilet paper, roll of paper towel. Tubes, we also did this yesterday quickly. Tubes is, for example, a tube of toothpaste, a tube of some sort of cream, right? Okay, number 13. What do we have as number 13? Okay, so number 13 is at the bottom. Here, we have 13. We know that. This is a bottle of water, right? Number 14, what do you think this is? You guess. This is a jar of jam. That's right, good. Number 15, what are these? This is easy. This is a can of beans. That's right, good. Number 16, what is this? We said yes, up here, what are these? Cartons. So this is a carton of eggs. That's right, number 16, carton of eggs, right here. Okay, number 17, what do you think this is? If you make it big, you can see the name. It says cottage cheese. So what is this? What is this called? This is what is it? Container, right? Container of cottage cheese. 18. Oh, we know this. This is a what? This is a box of cereal, okay? A box of cereal. Number 19. We know this is what? This is a bag of flour. Bag of flour. Flour is what you use to make bread or cake, things like that. 20. We know what this is, right? This is a what? Go back up. Oops, here. Package. Remember, we don't say S. S is only if there's more than one, okay? So package of cookies. Cookies, okay. Number 21. We have, what is this? These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know this is a 6-pack. What is this? This is pop. Pop, like for example, Pepsi, Coke, things like that. So we say a 6-pack of pop. 22, we said, if this is a bread, right, it's inside a bag, but we don't say a bag of bread. We say a loaf of bread. See, this is one loaf. If you have more than one, you have loaves, okay, two loaves of bread, but this is one loaf of bread. 23. This is a roll. Remember, we learned about rolls right here. So one of that is just roll of paper towel. Paper towel. And the last one we know, number 24. This is a tube. You see here? A tube of toothpaste. Excellent. Okay, we're going to learn something today, which is called countable and non-countable. Countable and non-countable, we're going to talk about food. And we're going to say, how do we use food in a sentence when food is two different types, right? So for example, we have some foods can be counted. Counted means I can say 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, this is one loaf of bread. This is one box of cereal, right? So some foods can be counted. For example, an apple. An apple. When do we say an apple? An apple is when there's only one apple, one. We can say an apple or one apple, right? We can say 2 apples. We can say 3 apples. So we can count them. But some foods we can't count. Can't count. For example, rice. Can you count rice? Can you say, I need 1 rice? No, we can't say that because rice, I can't count it. What about water? Can we say, I need 1 water? Or how do you have 1 water or a water? No, I can't say that because I cannot count it. So for example, we had some food yesterday where we talked about cans and packaging, but we didn't talk about how to count those food items, right? So let's look at some of these pictures here. And I want you to think about, are these count or non-count? Can I count it? Can I say 1 this or I can't, right? So before we do that, let's quickly look at one thing, which is here. Remember, some foods can be counted. For example, an apple, 2 apples, 3 apples, 4 apples. I can say 1 orange, 2 oranges, 3 oranges. I can say 1 onion, 2 onions, right? Some foods can't be counted, like rice, water, milk. These things, I can't say, I need 1 milk. I can't say that. So if we want to talk about foods that can't be counted, what do we say? We say we count the containers. Containers, for example, these. This is we can count it, right? We can count it. So we can say, I need 1 bottle of water. I don't say I need 1 water. I say I need 1 bottle of water. Or I need 3 cans of food, right? 3 cans. I can't say I need, for example, 1 soup. No, we can't say I need 1 soup. We say I need 1 can of soup. Or I need 1 yogurt. No, I need 1 container of yogurt, right? So if we want to talk about counting food that I can't count, right? Some foods can't be counted, like rice or water or milk. For those foods, we count the containers. We count these things, okay? For example, I need 2 bags of rice, right? I need 2 bags of rice. We don't say I need 2 rice, right? Or if you don't want to count it, you can just say, I need some rice. You don't say I need 1 rice. You can say I need some rice or some water. I need some milk. Okay, we can say some. Okay, so let's look at those pictures and tell me if these are count or non-count. Okay, so number 1, apples. Are these count or non-count? Can I count apples? Can I say I need 1 apple? I need 2 apples? Yes, this is count. I can count it. Okay, bananas. Are these count or non-count? Can I say I need 1 banana, 2 bananas? Yeah, I can say that. So this is count. But I can also say I need 1 bunch of bananas. So yesterday we learned about bunch. So you can say I need 1 bunch of bananas. Okay. Bread. Is this count or non-count? Non-count? What do you think? Yes, you're right. This is non-count. Why? Because I cannot say I need 1 bread. I need 2 breads. Cannot say that. What we can say is I need a loaf of bread. I need a loaf of bread. So if I put it in a container, then it's okay. I can count it. I need 1 loaf of bread. I need 2 loaves of bread. Okay. So I can count it if I put it in a container. If I can't put it in a container, I don't want to talk about containers, I will say I need some bread. Okay, some. I need some bread, but I can't say I need a bread or 1 bread. Okay. Next, cake. This is cake. Can I count cakes? I need 1 cake. I need 2 cakes. Yes, I can. That's fine. This is countable. Carrots. Carrots. These are carrots. Can I count carrots? I need 1 carrot. I need 2 carrots. I need 3 carrots. Yes, I can do that. No problem. This is count. 6, cheese. Cheese. Can I count cheese? I need 1 cheese. I need 2 cheese. I need 3 cheese. No, we can't do that. Cheese is non-count. We can say I need some cheese, or we need to put it in a package. Where is the package? For example, a container of cheese, or we can sometimes also see cheese in a package. Sometimes cheese is in a package. So we can say I need a pack of cheese or package of cheese. Okay, so these are some examples of count and non-count. I want you to tell me the rest of it, okay? So I'm going to give you this for homework from number 7 to 24. I need you to tell me, are these count or non-count, okay? So that's your homework number 1. Homework number 2 is some grammar over here, some worksheets. I will give it to you. It's pretty easy. It's just about count and non-count. So for example, here we have read Soledad's favorite recipe. This is a recipe. Recipe is when you make food and you tell someone else about it. This is how I made my vegetable casserole. This is how I made my whatever food you like to make, okay? So for example, so we see here we have 3 onions, 6 potatoes, 3 tablespoons, tablespoon, this is a spoon, okay, tablespoons of butter, 6 large mushrooms, 4 medium tomatoes, 2 tablespoons flour, 250 grams of cheese, 1/4 cup milk, 1 teaspoon salt, half teaspoon pepper. Maybe some words are new here. Don't worry so much about it. I just want you to tell me, are these count or non-count, okay? So number 1, how many onions does Soledad need? How many onions? 2, how much cheese does she need? How much cheese does she need in her recipe? Number 3, is there any sugar? Is there any sugar in this recipe? Okay, next is, you're going to tell me, are these words count or non-count? And remember, count means I can count it, 1, 2, 3. Non-count means I can't count it. I can't say I need 1 butter, but I can say I need some butter, some butter. So for example, I need some butter, I need some flour, I need some cheese, I need some milk. I can't say I need 1 butter, 1 flour, 1 cheese, 1 milk. But again, if you want to count it, if you want to put this into a container, then you can count it. Okay. One more thing. When we talk about count and non-count, we also use how many and how much, okay? So when do we use how many and when do we use how much? So when I talk about count, I can count it, for example, 1 onion, 2 onion, 3 onion, 4 onion, 5 onion, yes? Then I use how many, okay? How many. For example, how many onions do we need? How many? How many potatoes do we need? How many mushrooms? How many tomatoes? How many bananas? How many apples? How many whatever, right? Any word that you can count, we use how many. What about if we can't count it, like butter, flour, cheese, milk? I cannot count it. We use how much. How much. We don't say how many, we say how much. For example, how much flour do we need? How much salt do we need? Okay, so remember, count, how many. Non-count, how much. All right, so I want you to finish letter C and then D, okay? D is, you're going to tell me, are we going to use how much or how many for these sentences? For example, for tomatoes, do we need? Which one do we use? How much tomatoes do we need or how many tomatoes do we need? Which one? I know tomatoes are count. I can count them. 1 tomato, 2 tomato, 3 tomato. So I know for count, we use how many. So we're going to say, how many tomatoes do we need? Okay, so you're going to complete these questions with how much or how many. All right, let's move on. We have, okay, you know what? We're gonna stop here. You're just going to tell me up till here, okay? If you have any questions about how much, how many, count or non-count, please let me know. I also want you to look here. For example, if we want to have a conversation about these food items using count, non-count, and packaging, okay, how do we talk? We say, for example, how many boxes of cereal do we need? How many boxes of cereal do we need? Why can't I say how much boxes of cereal? I know cereal is non-count. Oh, we learned for non-count, we count containers. So cereal, this cereal is non-count. I can't say I need 1 cereal, 2 cereal, 3 cereal. I can't say that. But if I put it in a box, I can count it. So I will say, how many boxes of cereal do we need? I can say how many, because I can say 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, right? But I can't say we need 2 cereals. I can't say that. We can say we need 2 boxes of cereal. Okay? All right, everybody. I hope you understand. If you have any questions, you can always message or call me. Okay, have a good day. Bye.